In Manchester is our Princess of the North, Georgia, and her knight in shining armour, Storm. These 20-year-olds have been together for 2 years, but their fairy tale had quite a rocky start.
Storm's friend told me that Storm had a crush on me.
I didn't have a crush on her.
You did. But I hated you.
Cool. Storm asked her out and they soon fell head over heels.
The main things I think I actually love about Georgia would be that she's such a strong woman.
We hardly ever argue, and when we do, it's just like joking. Boop. Just make such a great couple.
But this kooky princess is far from traditional.
I'm really into Japanese street style. It just makes me feel like myself, and I have such a clear identity, and it makes me feel happy. Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a blog on a few things that I've bought this month.
Georgia blogs about Japanese fashion on her YouTube channel.
Why the fuck do you get so many likes on it?
Because I'm a princess and you're not.
Georgia definitely thinks she's a princess.
Storm!
What?
My makeup's done.
So I just let her be whatever she wants.
Don't brush her with my hairbrush.
It's actually my airbrush.
No, it's mine.
Georgia moved in with Storm a year ago.
So it wasn't really like a decision, it was just sort of, it just happened.
To the surprise of mum Debbie, stepdad Mick and kid brother Sky.
I didn't get an option, did I? Mum, Georgia's moving in. Really? Yeah, she is, really. And
She's
then George
a
came,
lovely
she's
girl.
lovely.
Yeah, she's a lovely girl.
So what's the look today, George?
Glitter.
Yeah.
Right, OK.
She's a bit out there, like, I've got to say, from my perspective, but hey, takes all sorts to make the world go round, doesn't it?
The best thing about living here with Storm is his family, because they're so close and it's really nice. You feel really accepted and part of the family. Debbie, treats me just like her own daughter. It's lovely.
Mum Debbie is cracking the whip.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Now.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, so it's Father Christmas.
And it's Storm who's in the line of fire.
Come on, quickly, I've got work to do and I want to make sure you do this right.
Dark colours.
Correct.
Light colours.
No.
Dark colours.
Yes.
I'm quite vicious. There's no holding back. I have to ask Storm to do stuff. He doesn't do it of his own accord.
Sort that kitchen out before I get back, because I'm going to want coffee when I come home.
I say to Storm, I'm not your local skivvy. I am your mother. Get in there and clean the dishes. Yeah, but no, but nothing. Can I just watch the end of the programme? No, you can't watch the end of the programme. Go and do it. Oh, and by the way, the vacuuming needs doing.
He will get stuck in, eventually.
But while Storm works up a sweat, Georgia gets off scot-free.
It's quite a delicate situation with Georgia because she's Storm's girlfriend. I treat her like my own, but there is a level that she's not my child. So for me to be sort of going, Georgia, do this, do that, it's easier to do it with Storm. Have you done my laundry? Have you finished? Because I've got stuff that needs doing. Honestly.
No, I'm coming.
No, you just flipping, you need to sort your shit out, Storm.
Bad luck for Storm, who has to clean up for both of them.
I'm definitely not domestic. I don't like cleaning.
I need to do dishes. You want to help me?
No.
Perfect.
I hate dishes so much. Dishes would just destroy my nails, and I'm just like, no, I don't like it. And I just don't like touching old food, and it's just horrible.
You're not cleaning up after yourself?
I have cleaned up. I've taken all my
shoes
stuff
are here.
upstairs. Yeah, because if we go out, they're the shoes I want to wear today.
Georgia needs a slave, ideally. I think a servant.
I need to be a princess.
I'm the servant.
Storm!
If I had a penny, for every time she called my name, I could move out tomorrow.
Storm carries the financial weight.
Yeah, I do juggle quite a few jobs. I've obviously got my photography business.
Well, come on, how do you want us?
As well as his photography work, Storm is a utility salesman, cold calling potential customers.
We provide everything and it's all on a single bill.
But success can be hit and miss.
Hello? Yeah, I hate people.
And every penny counts, because Georgia doesn't have a job.
My mum gives me money every week to do what I want with, so buy clothes and makeup.
Georgia's terrible with money. She sees stuff on the internet, she spends her life looking at clothes, looking at new dresses. So I'll get paid, Georgia will see something she likes, Georgia buys it, and that's the way it works. George is on the phone, buying more stuff.
She's going to have to stop it. Or you're going to have to get a job.
That'd be easier, wouldn't it?
But thanks to Mum, the pair live on Easy Street.
You'd eat her after I lectured, you filthy bastard.
Yeah, I used to pay rent in the house. I used to give my mum 125 a week. And then after a while, she was like, you're paying a bit too much, so I don't pay rent anymore.
For Mum, it's time this kooky pair faced up to the realities of grown-up life, and she's pushing for them to move out.
It'd probably be a good thing for you guys to have your own space.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see Storm and Georgia move out. First of all, I think it's time that they flew the nest. Secondly, we now need our time.
Please go away.
No, I need my space.
I do know that I need to move out. I do need to start making my way. I can't live with my mum for the rest of my life.
Don't switch my TV off.
I didn't do nothing. But I think I do just need help with that little first initial push.
Crime stories it is. Don't look so miserable. If you don't like it, where can you go?
I don't really want to move out, but I do, because I need space and I want our own space together, but I'm really scared about, like, having to do grown-up stuff.
How do you think you're going to manage it?
I could legit live off turkey dinosaurs and chips.
Why would you want to do that?
I think the biggest difficulty for us will be budgeting and managing money on bills and food and things like that, like not forgetting to pay bills and stuff.
I think I would definitely be in control of the budget. I think if I gave George the money, she would go buy a new pair of shoes or a dress. But I think if we can just be mature about it, then it could work, or it will work.
We're giving them money to rent a place on their own.
I make about 400 a week, give or take, yeah?
And then I have
So, and you're
about
100.
£100 off my
The
mum.
same amount they'd have if they were moving out for real.
What's first outgoing?
Car insurance, phone bills, alcohol budget.
After all that, they're also left with £200 for rent. Storm and Georgia find a hipster pad in Manchester's northern quarter.
Ooh, George, look at this. Good flush of that one.
Easily pleased.
It's lovely.
So, excitement's in the air, and before they know it, it's time for our couple to start
They give me my
packing.
princess bag.
What's the difference?
Georgia's packing for the whole of the Manchester emo scene.
Are these going?
Yeah.
This one going?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yes, all of it.
What do you need all this stuff for?
To wear.
Got quite a lot of stuff, by the way.
It's not my fault you got a boring wardrobe.
That's my life in a suitcase. That's your wardrobe.
That's half my wardrobe.
But Georgia has mixed feelings about leaving.
You excited to be leaving, George?
Yeah. It will be sad, though.
What?
Because it's like we might never be here again.
Right, we're done.
Yeah.
Saying goodbye to their old room and old life is proving hard for Georgia. And saying goodbye to Georgia and Storm is proving hard for Mum Debbie.
Bye, sweetie. I'll miss them. I will miss them. Georgia's very quirky, she's funny. Storm's dependable and reliable, and, you know, we've been together for 20 years, really. Bye, sweetie.
Will it be a better beginning to independent life for Storm and Georgia?
Use all the change up.
First job is dividing up the week's budget. Not exactly their forte. £65 set aside for bills leaves...
There should be £108.50 left.
10, 20, 30, 40... £108.50 a week.
Yeah.
Shit. Let's get a job.
Ooh, I want one.
Preferring to spend rather than earn, Storm's suggestion has fallen flat.
I wish people would just leave me alone and let me get a job when I want a job. Like, it's my life, and if I don't want a job, I don't have to get a job.
But will it be the same story when the money runs out? Especially as some of their cash is going on tonight's housewarming. And as usual, Storm does all the work whilst Georgia does her makeup.
I really can't wait for the party. I'm just so excited to see all my friends and show them how nice our flat is.
Do you need this?
Just because Storm's done all the prep doesn't mean he can let his hair down later.
If he does go a bit over the top, we'll be really upset because it's not just his party, it's my party as well. So why should he be able to ruin the night for me? I'm disappointed, like Storm told me he wants to smoke and he's smoking. If he ends up like getting too drunk and throwing up and having like a crap time in the morning, that's not my fault, and I'm not gonna look after him because I want to have a good time with my friends.
Storm and Georgia celebrate their first night of freedom, but with one half of the couple putting in all the work, what will tomorrow bring? The morning after the housewarming, and Storm and Georgia are their usual selves. He's cleaning whilst she's just watching. And someone's left them a housewarming gift.
I think it's someone's underwear. But I don't work out how you take your underwear off at someone's house in the lounge.
Well, I didn't know that you could clean a table with a mop, so everyone's learning today.
Are you guys just sitting fucking relax, yeah?
Are the two mops?
Huh?
Are there two mops?
The perfect excuse.
Yeah, Georgia does nothing. I'm back to just cleaning and doing everything again.
At least taking out the rubbish is easy.
I have no idea where this stuff goes.
Oh, yeah, that'll do.
Obviously, I do a lot for everyone else, and I do jump straight to it for everyone else. But I think in my own place now, I'm the only one jumping to it. So yeah, it's getting tiring already. I've only been there 2 days.
And Georgia's demands just keep on coming.
I want a cake and I want a drink, but I don't like fresh cream.
So, right, no fresh cream.
And I want my pasty to be hot.
Long-suffering Storm is a little bit tired of doing everything.
The house doesn't feel very homely at the moment.
And he's getting it in the neck about smoking last night too.
It's a huge, huge waste of money. And now we're on a budget as well. Why should you be able to waste our money on smoking?
Well, I feel like I should be allowed to do whatever I wanted.
Because I was really upset, and you know I was. Well, you've not even apologised to me.
I'm sorry for smoking last night. It's not as loved up as we thought it'd be. It's I think it is always different when you actually live with someone just on your own, isn't it? So it is interesting.
With no family around to help lift the atmosphere, Georgia and Storm's bust-up lies heavy in the air.
I need a lot of hairspray, like weird amounts.
It is the first working day in this pair's new flat. Jobless Georgia is spending it in bed, but Storm is ready to work.
I'm going to go see my friend Hannah up in North Manchester. So hopefully she's going to sign up to be my customer. So I'm going to go see her and see if I can make some money.
As the only one earning, Storm needs to sell, whilst Georgia sleeps.
If I don't sign people up, then I've got no chance of making money. So it is easy with people you know and people that I have had a long relationship with. But when it's brand new people, sometimes it can be annoying. But yeah, if I don't sign up, I don't make money. And I don't have a house.
While Storm's hard grafting, Georgia's just got up and has received a delivery. It's a box of Japanese clothes with a price tag of £350. Storm returns from work.
Johnny! Ta-da!
Jesus.
How exciting.
And as Georgia still refuses to get a job, something's gotta give.
Would you be willing to give up stuff like this if we do stay here?
I don't know. I don't.
Because I give up a lot. I give up all my money goes towards us living. And it's like if I don't go back to some of my old jobs or if I don't do this, then we're screwed. And it's like, for the sake of that, because you want your luxuries.
Yeah, but it's like this fashion is something that you can't wear forever. I'd rather live at home and enjoy it now than like give it up just to have a flag.
I think I am really bummed out the fact that George wouldn't give up anything for us to have our own flat. And like, I really enjoy this flat and I really like everything that comes with it. And the fact that George won't give anything up for it, kind of, yeah, it is really upsetting.
Storm and Georgia are growing further and further apart. Whilst he's doing his best to keep a roof over their heads, she's living exactly as she did back home.
If we stay here, then I won't be able to do this again. So it's just, I've got to decide what I want to do.
The atmosphere has turned sour, so knowing her new life with Storm is on the line, Georgia makes a big decision.
I've decided that I'm going to start looking for a job. So I'm just sending out a few CVs.
This is a real breakthrough for Georgia. She's realised that she too needs to start bringing in the cash, but Storm has his doubts.
I don't want to go back to having 3 jobs again just to ensure that we have a flat for George to just spend it all. So like, I do want her to be happy and stuff, but the fact that she won't change anything for us to have what sort of maybe even just I want.
If Georgia did get a job, it would take the pressure off Storm and their relationship. But can she give up her current life of leisure? Storm and Georgia are running low on funds, meaning there's a certain 65 quid burning a hole in the table.
You suggested it.
I suggested it, but I said the decision is on you. Do you want to spend the bills money?
Yes.
Such a dick.
If you said it,
I suggested it.
and I said yes.
Is it responsible though?
Oh, no, but are we responsible people?
Just make sure you don't spend it on something permanent which you'll regret.
1,000 feet I trampled on. I thank God those days are gone. I got
They have new ink, but they're also skint.
I won't take this.
Alright, all done then, guys.
Got myself on side.
It's just 60 then, please.
But now their funds have dried up, Georgia's finally taking matters into her own hands.
Hiya, I'm just looking for a job, so I was wondering if you're taking in CVs at the minute.
Cool. Let's have a look.
I was wondering if I could give you one of my CVs. I was wondering if you're taking in CVs.
Yeah, we will do, yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'll definitely think about you.
Oh, thank you very much.
No problem.
I think this does show Storm and all of his family that when I want something, I will do it. So I didn't have a job before because I didn't really need one. Now I need a job, I'll get a job.
Georgia has got a spring in her step, and to end the perfect day, she's hoping to impress Storm's parents, who are coming round for dinner.
Well, look at the table. Do you really expect people to eat off this?
Incredibly, Princess Georgia is helping clean up.
Yay!
But when it comes to the cooking,
We've not got flour.
Oh, do you need flour?
It says need well on a floured surface, so you put flour on so it doesn't stick.
Oh, we've not got flour.
and no money to buy some.
We're trying to make dinner, but obviously I was like a bit stupid and I didn't remember flour. But I'm trying my best to supervise Storm and get the job done. So dinner will be on the table, but it's just going to take a bit longer. Your mum's here, yay!
We've not even started dinner.
Having Storm's parents over for the challenge of hosting a meal also gives the flat a welcome, homely feel.
Cheers, George. Cheers, Storm.
Thanks, Storm. Thanks, George.
Thank you.
The couple have successfully hosted their first dinner party, and Georgia seems the happiest she's been all week.
I think Devs and Mick really liked clean plates, and they said it was nice. So I think we did a good job, and I think they're proud of us.
I feel like I've done well, but I think most of the credit should go to George. I think George definitely did most of the prep. I just sort of messed about and rolled some balls in my hand.
They look like they've enjoyed themselves. I think with them having to do stuff together just for themselves, looks like it's brought them closer together.
It's almost the end of Storm and Georgia's week together. Tomorrow, they have a huge decision to make. Will they keep their newfound freedom or return home to Mum? Storm and Georgia's decision day has started with a major hiccup. Blowing their bill money means the couple face a flat with no electricity.
We have no lights. I can't make a coffee. We've got no fridge. All our food's going off. I got a tattoo, but there's so many more things that it affects. So, yeah, it's, balls. Did you not charge your phone?
I asked you to charge it when I was making dinner.
You did, and I forgot.
You put your own phone on charge because you're selfish.
Luckily, Georgia can see the funny side, and with no TV, phone, or internet, she even helps with the housework.
Have you done the bedroom?
Yeah.
Convincing Princess Georgia to take off her tiara and help running a home may have been tough, but ultimately, it's brought them closer together.
This is the only way I can get George to help me, is if she's got no electricity left.
Oh, shut up.
This is the first time we've actually been on our own for a week, and I think we've grown together a lot more as a couple, but we've also got used to having our own space and stuff.
Yeah, I really hope we make the right decision, because it's just like life-changing, really, isn't it, if you think about it?
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Soon they'll be meeting Debbie to reveal whether they're going it alone or coming back home. But first, she's having a sneaky peek at Storm and Georgia's week.
Are you guys just sitting fucking relaxed, yeah?
What are the two locks?
Honestly, mopping the table. I think Storm needs to learn to let other people help him and make it as a team effort. Otherwise, he'll do it for the rest of his life.
I've decided that I'm going to start looking for a job. So I'm just sending out a few CVs and...
That flipping time.
So I'm just emailing one of the women
Well
who work
done.
there to see if I can get anything.
I am surprised because I've been bantering on to her for the last 2 years about doing something. I'm proud of her.
So it's time for Storm and Georgia to decide whether they're staying or going.
Hi, darling, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
What did you find and discover for yourself?
I think I learned that I really actually want a job. I didn't realise how much I wanted it until we were there.
Well, I am impressed to hear that. Brilliant. That is a completely different Georgia.
I handed out some CVs and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
well done.
people have been really nice, so hopefully I'll have a job.
Well done. I'm really proud of you. Well done, George. How did you manage on the amount that you had?
We thought we deserved to treat ourselves, so we dipped into the bills money.
Storm. Georgia.
We had our electricity cut off.
Oh, you're joking.
I couldn't work, I couldn't charge my laptop. I had to think about what follows and what repercussions, so in the long run it actually cost me money because I couldn't work.
I think this has been what you've needed. You've needed to be put, sink or swim.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I can see it, because everything's changed.
I did really enjoy the week, but I did really miss having such a big, close family because I didn't have that at home.
I think the biggest thing that I learned was how much I actually took you for granted and how much stuff you actually did.
It is fair to say that I have missed having you around. I mean, I've had you for 20 years. I've missed Georgia's sense of humour. She's hilarious. Hey, don't start, sweetie. You're not going to... We won't ban you from the house, I promise. Georgia, I'm shocked.
It's just nice to feel like you belong in a family. You're included and it's just nice that everyone accepts me and welcomes me into the family and we all love each other. And
for me, being part of Storm makes you part of me.
You're always there when we need you, and it was quite difficult to be on our own, but we kind of made our own family.
So have you guys made a decision?
Our decision is we are going to move out. So yeah, so it's a positive for you, but for the time being, we are going to come back home, just for I think a few more months until we're on a steady track.
I'm pleased. You guys have grown up and
I don't want to.
you've never wanted to, but I've never seen you so grown up, so ready to go. I'm not shocked that they are moving out. I will miss them, and that's upsetting for me. I'm very close to Storm, and I've become very close to Georgia. So, although I'm not surprised, it is a bit upsetting.
I don't know, I wasn't expecting to get upset, but it did kind of hit me that everyone means so much to me, and it is like the next step in mine and Storm's life together.
I think for George, actually moving out is a big thing, even though it's not her family. Yeah, she teared up a little bit, but I think she's happy to have us as a family, and that's perfect.
Debbie was really, really shocked that I started looking for a job and I was actually serious about it, because I have tried before and nothing has happened, but I know this time it's for real, and I think everyone is behind me this time.
Storm and Georgia have decided to go it alone. For Georgia, this has been a huge week, and her newly found self-confidence is really starting to pay off. She's been offered work experience, which could lead to a paid job. In just a few weeks, they'll both finally check out of the Hotel of Mum and Dad.